Have you ever had one of those moments where an amazing idea just pops into your head out of nowhere? It's like a light bulb suddenly turning on in your mind. Well, what if I told you that these ideas aren't just random thoughts, but actually messages from the universe itself? That's right. There's a vast pool of ideas out there, floating in the cosmic realm, just waiting for you to tap into it. It's like a giant library in the sky, filled with endless shelves of inspiration, and you've got a lifetime membership card. But here's the thing, most people don't know how to use this cosmic library card. They're standing outside the building, wondering how to get in, while others are inside having the time of their lives, discovering incredible ideas and insights. Today we're going to change that for you. We're going to talk about how to unlock this cosmic connection and start channeling ideas straight from the universe. Now you might be thinking, that sounds a bit far-fetched. How can the universe send me ideas? Well, think about it this way. Have you ever been in the shower, or taking a walk, or just about to fall asleep, when suddenly a brilliant idea hits you? That's the universe talking to you. It's always been there, whispering ideas, but maybe you haven't been listening closely enough. Today, we're going to turn up the volume on that cosmic whisper. Here's the deal. If you don't learn how to connect with the universe and channel these ideas, you're missing out big time. It's like having a superpower and never using it. You might go through life feeling stuck, always searching for that next big idea, that burst of creativity, or the solution to a problem that's been bugging you for ages. Meanwhile, the answers are right there, floating in the cosmic soup, just waiting for you to scoop them up. But don't worry, because once you master this skill, you'll never run out of inspiration again. Writer's block? Gone. Stuck on a work project? Not anymore. Trying to figure out your life's purpose? The universe has got your back. It's like having a direct line to the greatest think tank in existence. Now I know what you're thinking. This sounds great, but it also sounds really hard. I'm not sure I can do it. Let me tell you a secret. Everyone can do this. Yes, even you. It might seem tricky at first, but so did riding a bike or learning to swim. And just like those skills, once you get the hang of it, you'll wonder how you ever lived without it. Think about some of the greatest inventors, artists, and thinkers in history, people like Einstein, Leonardo da Vinci, or Marie Curie. They all had moments of incredible insight that seemed to come out of nowhere. What if they were actually tapping into this cosmic connection? And what if you could do the same? So what exactly is this cosmic connection we're talking about? Well, imagine there's an invisible web connecting everything in the universe. Every star, every planet, every living being, including you. This web isn't made of spider silk, but of energy and information. It's like a giant cosmic internet that's always online, always updating, and always full of new ideas. The cosmic connection is your personal Wi-Fi to this universal web. It's like having a special phone line that connects you directly to the universe. And just like your regular phone line, it's always there even when you're not using it. The only difference is you might have forgotten how to dial the number. When you tune into this connection, it's like opening a door to a world of endless possibilities. Ideas start flowing in, sometimes as clear as day, other times as gentle nudges or gut feelings. It's not always about big world-changing ideas either. Sometimes it's a solution to an everyday problem, a new way of looking at something, or just a feeling of being in the right place at the right time. You might be wondering, if this connection is always there, why haven't I noticed it before? Well, think about all the noise in our daily lives. The constant ping of notifications, the endless to-do lists, the worries about work or relationships or what to have for dinner. All this mental chatter can drown out the universe's signal. It's like trying to listen to a soft piece of music in a noisy room. You know it's playing, but you can't quite make out the tune. But here's the good news. Once you know how to listen, you'll start hearing the music everywhere. You'll start noticing patterns and connections you never saw before. That random conversation you overheard might suddenly give you the answer you've been looking for. A dream might provide insight into a problem you've been struggling with. Even a wrong turn while driving could lead you to a new opportunity. This is what it means to channel ideas from the universe. It's about opening yourself up to the flow of information that's always around you. It's about trusting your intuition and being open to new possibilities. It's about realizing that you're not alone in your journey through life. You've got the entire universe as your co-pilot. Now, I know this might all sound a bit overwhelming. You might be thinking, this is too big for me. I'm just one person. How can I possibly connect with the entire universe? But remember, you're not just one person. You're a part of this universe. Just like a single drop of water is part of the entire ocean, you're an integral part of the cosmic whole. And just like that drop of water contains the essence of the entire ocean, you contain the essence of the entire universe within you. That's why you're already equipped to make this connection. You don't need any special tools or abilities. You don't need to be a genius or a psychic. All you need is an open mind and the willingness to listen. The universe is patient. It's been waiting billions of years for you to pick up the phone. It's got all the time in the world. So are you ready to start this journey? Are you ready to unlock your cosmic connection and start channeling ideas from the universe? It might seem like a big step, but remember, even the longest journey begins with a single step. And who knows, that first step might just lead you to ideas and insights beyond your wildest dreams. In the next sections, we'll dive deeper into why this connection is so important and how you can start preparing yourself to channel these cosmic ideas. We'll explore different techniques you can use, what to expect when you start this practice, and how to understand the messages you receive. By the end of this guide, you'll have all the tools you need to start your own cosmic conversation. So, let's keep going and unlock the secrets of the universe together. Why the cosmic connection matters. You might be wondering, okay, this cosmic connection sounds cool, but why should I care? What's in it for me? Well, let me tell you, connecting with the universe isn't just a neat party trick. It can change your life in ways you never imagined. First off, tapping into this cosmic wellspring can supercharge your creativity. Imagine never running out of ideas again, whether you're an artist, a writer, a business owner, or just someone who likes to think outside the box. This connection can be your secret weapon. It's like having a brainstorming session with the entire universe. Stuck on a project? Ask the cosmos. Need a fresh perspective? The universe has got your back. But it's not just about creativity. This connection can help you solve problems in all areas of your life. Have you ever had a problem that seemed impossible to solve, no matter how hard you thought about it? Then suddenly the answer comes to you when you least expect it, maybe while you're taking a shower or walking your dog. That's the cosmic connection in action. When you learn to tap into it at will, you'll become a master problem solver. And here's something really cool. Connecting with the universe can actually make you happier. It's true. When you're in tune with the cosmic flow, you start to see the bigger picture. Those little annoyances that used to bug you, they start to seem less important. You begin to feel more at peace, more in harmony with the world around you. It's like having a wise, calm friend who always knows just what to say to make you feel better. This connection can also help you find your purpose in life. You know that nagging feeling that you're meant to do something more, something meaningful, but you're not sure what it is. The universe knows. As you open yourself up to cosmic guidance, you might start getting gentle nudges in a certain direction. Opportunities might start popping up out of nowhere. You might suddenly realize what you're truly passionate about. Think about it like this. The universe is like a giant puzzle, and you're one of the pieces. When you connect with the cosmos, you start to see where you fit in the big picture. You start to understand your role, your strengths, your potential. It's like finally finding your place in the world. But perhaps the most amazing thing about this connection is how it can change your perspective on life itself. When you start to see yourself as part of something bigger, something cosmic, it can be truly mind-blowing. Suddenly your problems don't seem so big. Your possibilities seem endless. You start to see magic and wonder in the everyday world around you. So why is the cosmic connection important? Because it can make you more creative, more insightful, happier, more purposeful, and more connected to the world around you. It's like upgrading your life to a cosmic version. And who wouldn't want that? Now that you understand why connecting with the universe is so awesome, you're probably eager to get started. But hold your horses for just a moment. Before you dive into the cosmic pool, it's good to do a little preparation. Think of it like getting ready for a big date with the universe. You want to make a good impression, right? First things first, you need to find your cosmic quiet place. This doesn't have to be anything fancy. It could be a corner of your bedroom, a spot in your backyard, or even a quiet park bench. The important thing is that it's somewhere you won't be disturbed. You need a place where you can hear yourself think, where you can tune out the noise of the world and tune into the whispers of the universe. Once you've found your spot, it's time to get comfortable. You don't need to sit in a complicated yoga pose or anything. Just find a position that feels good to you. Maybe that's sitting cross-legged on the floor, or in a comfy chair, or even lying down. The key is to be relaxed but alert. You want to be comfortable enough to let go of tension, but not so comfy that you fall asleep. Although if you do, don't worry. Sometimes the universe speaks to us in dreams too. Now here's a really important part: breathing. I know. You've been breathing your whole life without thinking about it, but conscious breathing is like a secret code that tells your body and mind to chill out. Take a deep breath in through your nose, feeling your belly expand. Then let it out slowly through your mouth. Do this a few times, and you'll start to feel calmer and more centered. As you're breathing, try to let go of all the thoughts buzzing around in your head. I know this can be tough. Our minds love to chatter away. But imagine all those thoughts are like clouds in the sky. You're not trying to make the sky empty. You're just watching the clouds float by without getting caught up in them. This takes practice, so don't worry if your mind keeps wandering at first. Just gently bring your attention back to your breath each time. Another helpful tip is to set an intention. Before you start your channeling session, take a moment to think about what you want to connect with. Maybe you're looking for inspiration for a project, or guidance on a decision, or just a general sense of peace and well-being. Whatever it is, hold that intention in your mind as you prepare to connect. Some people find it helpful to create a little ritual around their channeling practice. This could be as simple as lighting a candle, playing some soft music, or saying a little prayer or affirmation. The specific ritual doesn't matter. What's important is that it signals to your mind and body that it's time to connect with the universe. Remember, getting ready to channel is a bit like tuning a radio. You're adjusting your dial to pick up the cosmic frequency. It might take a little fiddling at first, but with practice, you'll get better at finding that clear signal. One last thing, don't put too much pressure on yourself. Connecting with the universe isn't about being perfect or doing it right. It's about opening yourself up and being receptive. The universe doesn't judge, so you shouldn't either. Approach this with a sense of curiosity and playfulness. After all, you're about to embark on an amazing cosmic adventure. All right, you're relaxed, you're centered, and you're ready to start channeling those cosmic ideas. But how exactly do you do it? Don't worry, I've got you covered. There are lots of different techniques you can try, and the best part is, there's no one right way to do it. You can experiment and find what works best for you. Let's start with meditation. This is probably the technique you've heard of before, and for good reason. It's a great way to quiet your mind and open yourself up to cosmic inspiration. But don't worry, you don't need to be a Zen master to do this. Start by sitting quietly and focusing on your breath. As thoughts come up, and they will, just let them float by without getting caught up in them. Imagine your mind is like a clear sky, and you're just watching the clouds' thoughts drift past. As you get into this quiet, open state, you might start to notice ideas or images popping into your head. These could be random at first, but pay attention to them. Sometimes the universe speaks in symbols or metaphors. That random image of a tree might actually be a message about growth or putting down roots. Another technique is automatic writing. This is where you sit down with a pen and paper, or a computer if you prefer, and just start writing whatever comes to mind. Don't think about it. Don't try to make it make sense, just let the words flow. It might seem like nonsense at first, but keep going. You might be surprised at the insights that come through when you let your conscious mind take a back seat. If you're more of a visual person, you might want to try art channeling. Grab some crayons, markers, or paints, and just start creating without any plan. Let your hand move across the paper without thinking about what you're drawing. The resulting image might not win any art prizes, but it could contain messages or symbols from the universe. For those who are musically inclined, try sound channeling. This could be singing, humming, or playing an instrument. Don't try to create a song. Just let the sounds come out naturally. Listen to the rhythms and melodies that emerge. Music is a powerful way to connect with the cosmic vibrations of the universe. Another technique is to use oracle cards or other divination tools. These can be a great way to focus your mind and provide a framework for the messages you receive. Shuffle the cards while holding your question or intention in mind, then draw a card and see what insights it provides. Nature channeling is another powerful method. Go for a walk in a park or forest, or sit by a body of water. As you observe the natural world around you, stay open to any insights or ideas that come to you. Nature is a direct expression of the universe, so it's a great conduit for cosmic wisdom. Dream journaling can also be a form of channeling. Keep a notebook by your bed and write down your dreams as soon as you wake up. Dreams are often a way for our subconscious and the universe to communicate with us, so paying attention to them can yield powerful insights. Movement channeling is great for those who like to be active. This could be dance, yoga, or even just freestyle movement. Let your body move however it wants to, without planning or choreographing. Pay attention to how you feel and any ideas that come to you as you move. Lastly, don't underestimate the power of simply asking. Before you go to sleep at night or when you wake up in the morning, ask the universe a question. Then, stay open and attentive throughout your day. The answer might come in an unexpected form, an overheard conversation, a line in a book, or a random event that suddenly makes sense. Remember, the key with all these techniques is to let go of expectations and just be open. Don't try to force anything or make it happen. Channeling is about receiving, not doing. It's about opening yourself up to the flow of cosmic information and letting it come through you. Also, don't worry if you don't get earth-shattering revelations every time. Sometimes the messages from the universe are subtle. It might be a feeling, a small realization, or just a sense of peace and connection. Trust that whatever comes through is exactly what you need at that moment. Experiment with these different techniques and see what resonates with you. You might find that different methods work better for different types of questions or situations. The more you practice, the more natural it will become. Before you know it, you'll be channeling cosmic wisdom like a pro. So, you've found your cosmic quiet place, you've tried out some channeling techniques, and you're ready to receive those universal insights. But what exactly should you expect? Well, buckle up, because channeling can be quite the ride. First off, don't be surprised if things feel a bit strange at first. You might get ideas that seem to come out of nowhere, or feelings that you can't quite explain. This is totally normal. It's just your mind adjusting to this new way of receiving information. Think of it like learning a new language. At first, everything sounds like gibberish, but gradually you start to make sense of it. You might experience physical sensations too. Some people feel a tingling in their hands or the top of their head. Others might feel a warmth spreading through their body, or a sense of lightness, like they're floating. These are all signs that you're tuning into the cosmic frequency. Don't be surprised if you start getting ideas that seem totally out of left field. The universe has a way of communicating that doesn't always follow our logical, linear thinking. You might get a flash of insight about a problem you weren't even thinking about, or an idea for a project that seems to have nothing to do with your current situation. Trust these insights. They often turn out to be exactly what you need, even if you don't see the connection right away. Emotions can also come up during channeling. You might feel waves of joy, peace, or love, or you might find yourself suddenly crying and not know why. This is all part of the process. The universe often communicates through feelings, so pay attention to these emotional responses. Time might start to feel a bit flexible. You might sit down to channel for what feels like a few minutes, only to look at the clock and realize an hour has passed. Or the opposite might happen. What feels like a long session might actually be just a few moments. This is because when you're tapping into universal energy, you're stepping outside of our normal perception of time. You might also start noticing synchronicities in your daily life. These are meaningful coincidences that seem to be more than just random chance. Maybe you keep seeing the same number everywhere you look, or you keep running into the same person in unexpected places. These are often signs that you're in alignment with the cosmic flow. Remember, everyone's experience with channeling is unique. There's no right way to receive information from the universe. Trust your own experience and don't worry if it doesn't match up with what someone else describes. Now that you're receiving messages from the universe, how do you make sense of them? This is where things can get really interesting. First, it's important to understand that the universe doesn't always communicate in straightforward ways. Sometimes the messages are clear as day, but often they come in symbols, metaphors, or feelings. It's like the universe is speaking in cosmic poetry rather than prose. When you get an idea or image during channeling, take some time to sit with it. What does it remind you of? How does it make you feel? Sometimes the meaning isn't immediately obvious, but if you give it time, the understanding will come. It can be helpful to keep a journal of your channeling experiences. Write down the ideas, images, or feelings you receive, even if they don't make sense at the time. Often the meaning becomes clear later on, or when you look back at your notes, you might see patterns or connections you didn't notice before. Don't be afraid to use your intuition when interpreting messages. Your gut feeling is often your direct line to universal wisdom. If an interpretation feels right, even if you can't logically explain why, trust that feeling. Remember, the universe speaks to each of us in a way we can understand. So your cosmic messages will be tailored to your own experiences, knowledge, and way of thinking. Trust your own interpretations rather than trying to fit your experiences into someone else's framework. Also, be patient with yourself. Understanding cosmic messages is a skill that develops over time. The more you practice, the better you'll get at deciphering the universe's language. Like any skill, channeling gets easier and more natural the more you do it. Try to set aside a little time each day for your cosmic connection. It doesn't have to be long. Even 5 or 10 minutes can make a big difference. As you practice, you might find that certain techniques work better for you than others. That's great. Everyone has their own unique way of connecting with the universe. The important thing is to keep at it, even on days when you don't feel particularly inspired or connected. You might want to try channeling at different times of day to see when you're most receptive. Some people find early morning just after waking to be a great time for cosmic connection. Others prefer the quiet of late night. Experiment and see what works best for you. Don't get discouraged if you have days where it feels like nothing is happening. Even seasoned channelers have off days. The cosmic connection is always there, but sometimes our own thoughts and worries can create static on the line. On those days, just relax and trust that the connection will clear up. As you continue to practice, you'll likely find that channeling becomes easier and more natural. You might start receiving insights during your dedicated channeling time. This is a sign that you're really opening up that cosmic connection. Remember, channeling isn't just about receiving big, life-changing messages, although those can certainly happen. It's also about developing an ongoing relationship with the universe. It's about learning to trust your intuition, to see the magic in everyday life, and to recognize that you're part of something much bigger than yourself. Connecting with the universe is a journey, not a destination. It's about opening yourself up to the endless possibilities that exist all around us. It's about recognizing that you're not alone in this vast cosmos, but part of an intricate, beautiful web of energy and information. As you continue to practice channeling ideas from the universe, you'll likely find that your life starts to change in subtle but profound ways. You might feel more creative, more intuitive, more at peace with yourself and the world around you. You might find solutions to problems that once seemed unsolvable, or discover passions and purposes you never knew you had. Remember, the universe is always speaking to us. It's up to us to learn how to listen. So keep practicing, stay open, and trust in the process. The cosmic connection is your birthright as a being in this universe. Embrace it, explore it, and see where it takes you, and who knows? The next idea you channel might be the one that changes your life, or even the world. The universe is full of infinite possibilities, and now you have the tools to tap into them. So go forth, connect with the cosmos, and let your inner light shine. The universe is waiting to hear from you.